Good morning, y'all. This is it. We're leaving Alaska for a little bit. So, all packed up, and the tow truck should be here any second to tow this thing in Anchorage and get fixed. Then we're leaving. Let's get the day started. Okay, I guess this is it. Seems kind of strange, but we're out of here. I finished building a house the last year and 3 months straight, almost completely nonstop. Just myself building the entire thing and one other friend at a time usually. Could not have done it without my friends that helped out. Thank you guys so much. Stoked to be done basically. Just gonna do some trim and some railing. That's about it. But there's no time for that because we're going on a road trip right now. Let's go. Oh, seems unreal. All right, all the thermostats are on. I do have house sitters, but I still want to double check everything's gonna, go well for them. So anyway, what I'm gonna do right now is move the truck house. It'll start, but it'll run for like a mile and then start conking out. So what's going on with the truck is there's an aftermarket electronic fuel system in there instead of the stock mechanical system, which is supposed to work better, but there's a hiccup. There's this thing called a selector valve where you pick which tank you want to use, and that has failed, which is not allowing the diesel to circulate properly to come back to the tanks. So it's basically putting way too much pressure into the engine and causing it to jump and stutter and stall out. So anyway, I can't drive it like that, but I'm gonna start it up, move it out in the street, and tow truck should be here any second. And we're starting the road trip with a tow truck. Let's go. So there is the system right there. You can just kind of tell it sounds angry. Like that does not sound right. So we're not gonna let it run very long here. Try to get out of here quick. Let's move it out in the street where it's flat. Where the tow truck can get us easy and see us. And yeah, we're out of here. All right, leave it right there. Well, here we go. Our tow's here. All right, this is it. Leaving the house. Let's go. Hopefully that'll work. The fuel pump's out right now, so I'm like, I could limp it to town, but I don't know. I'm like heading to Canada right now. It's supposed to leave this morning and it blew up yesterday. So, got keys. I don't know if you want me to put in neutral or whatever. Cool. We're going. Towed by another power stroke. Couple of those. What's up?
A little left.
Oh yeah. Choice. Yeah, you're going that way. Okay. All right, this is it. We're loaded. This is how we're starting the road trip right here. Leaving the house. Let's do it. Yeah, it's funny. This is like not the way I expected to be, like leaving the house to start the road trip, right? Get towed into town.
Something happened with the fuel pump?
Yeah, the fuel, like they just put a new like electronic fuel system in there, like get rid of the mechanical one, and it just failed. I thank you guys for getting it in quick, man. Oh yeah.
You can't tell me, yeah.
We tried to take it off a couple days ago and like took the diamond plate boxes off and tried to put it in Dove's truck and it wouldn't fit. A little too tight, but it's kind of a risky move, just like leaving here and going straight. Like I'm gonna drive like 2,000 miles in like 3 days now, pretty much. Once this is done, so. Well, I'm gonna go down to the coffee shop and do some editing, because once I get back on the road, I'm not gonna have time to edit tonight. I'm gonna drive like 2,000 miles in 3.5 days. See what happens. Got the old trusty one wheel to get around on. The road trip begins. Here we are. Turns out it was a selector valve the whole time, but got it swapped out, and the pump's still good, and should be back in the road here in a few minutes. We're in business, leaving different strokes right now, and we have 2,100 miles to go. Let's do it. Turns out it was the fuel selector valve, just as I suspected, and the pump is actually still good, so that's good. So I have 2 spare pumps now, and yeah, hopefully she just runs great. And here we go. We got one more pit stop to make. We're gonna say bye to my good buddy Max, drop off a flamethrower with him, and we're gonna do some tail light stuff really quick, and we're busting out of town. Okay, let's see what Max is up to up here. He works at one of the better automotive shops in town, over here at Superior Automotive. Oh. Elliot owns this thing. Oh yeah. Well, here we go, y'all. 6 p.m. leaving Anchorage. Truck's running like a top. All is well. We're out of town. Huge shout out to my good buddy Max. He helped me out last second fixing some stuff. Thank you, dude. This is pretty wild. It doesn't even feel real. Anytime I'm starting out in a road trip like this, just passing through Anchorage, it just feels surreal. You just feel like you're just gonna go for a little drive, but really we're about to drive thousands and thousands of miles on all types of different adventures. Gonna be wild. Pretty excited here. Just hope we make it one piece here. Oh, here we go. Merging on the highway. This just does not seem real right now. Oh man. All right, Anchorage, peace out. 2,000 miles, 3 days. Let's do it. 7 o'clock in the evening. We're passing through the town of Palmer, and this is it. Start getting off into the woods right up here. So I just realized I may not have talked about it, but the reason we're trying to make it so far in a few days is because one of my really good buddies from back in the day when I used to raft guide, and Matt, we used to do a lot of whitewater kayaking together back in the day, and he actually started his own whitewater kayaking festival down near Clearwater, British Columbia, which is super far away. It's like 2,100 miles from the town I live in. The festival is like in a few more days. This is Friday and Saturday and Sunday, and I really want to be there for it. And I'm playing music there, so I need to be there for it. So that's what's going on. Anyway, right now we're about an hour north of Palmer. Typical Alaska highway summer construction season, so we're gonna get stopped a good bit. But I need to make it at least 500 miles a day, and I left Anchorage at like 6 o'clock, so I'm gonna be driving to probably 5 in the morning or something, hence 3 Red Bulls. I just realized that I haven't really told you guys why I'm going on this road trip, and that's because there's like a multitude of reasons. Probably the main reason is because I've just been working on that house for like a year and 3 months straight, and I just need a break. I need to get out, do something, and recreate and just enjoy life a little bit outside of construction, building. So that's one reason. Next reason, I'm gonna go visit family for a while. I just haven't done that in a long time, to where I've got some actual quality time to spend with them. And number 3, just ready to do some adventuring, and I've got some really awesome adventures planned, and I'm going to be taking you guys along on most of them. I'm going to save some for myself, but I do enjoy filming and editing and all, so that's part of the adventure in its own right, is trying to capture it for you guys, so that makes it kind of fun. Anyway, yeah, those are like my main reasons I'm doing this, and those are the only reasons I need. Looks like a moose got here right there. And right there, a raven. There's the Matanuska Glacier right out there. Be snow machining out there this winter. It's kind of bittersweet, the road trip. Part of me, I've just been building that cabin for so long now. All I want to do is like relax for a couple weeks in the house and just enjoy it, and then just start doing a bunch of Alaska adventures. But unfortunately, this is a really good time to be in the lower 48 for the events that I want to go to, and for some of the paddling, some of the outdoor stuff. It's just a good time to be down there. It's also an awesome time to be up here. Like September is one of my favorite months in Alaska because the leaves turn. It's really golden yellow everywhere. The weather's usually better. It starts going blue. Bugs go away. And it's just a good time to get out there and start exploring before the winter hits. But I will be back whenever the snow starts getting good. So I know that for a fact. And I'm just gonna enjoy the road until then. This is a pretty cool area up in here. Here's Sheep Mountain we're passing by right now. It's a really cool hike you can do up the goat trails up there on the ridges. Get all the way to the top. Sun's going down. It's about maybe 9:30 at night or so. Not too far from Glen Allen. We're gonna just push as far as we can. I'd love to make it across the Canadian borderline tonight. So if you guys look back at my videos back to 2020 when COVID was going on, I tried to drive through the Canadian borderline in I believe it was August, and it was a good bit after COVID had hit. The Canadian border was pretty much in lockdown unless you had like a health reason or if you're trying to get through the lower 48 for health reasons. So I actually had a doctor's note with me to get an MRI done on my knee in Georgia, where it's way cheaper in Alaska. It's like $500 to get one versus like $3,000. And I drove all the way out to the Canadian border, which is a long ways, and I got rejected at the border and had to turn around and go home. So that's pretty nuts. Ever since then, I've just been slightly nervous about the Canadian border because I was rejected at one time, even though it was COVID. So hopefully tonight goes smooth and all goes well. We've got Mount Drum and Sanford up in front of us, and we're about 10 miles outside of Glen Allen, Alaska. Glen Allen is one of the few hubs that you come across in the state where some highways cross each other. There's only like 3 highways up here, and it's kind of like the last place to stop and fill up the fuel for a ways until you get to Tok. And then once you get to Tok, it's the Canadian border after that. That is where we head. We just fueled up, leaving the Glen Allen gas station, and we're heading towards Tok. Here's the road to Tok, road out of the state. Canadian border, 213 miles. I think we're gonna get there tonight. I drank enough caffeine, we'll be all right. I can't even believe it. It's officially getting dark again. You forget all about it. It's that Alaskan summer just makes you forget. It's just literally light all summer, every day. Luckily, I got myself some KC off-road lights, which I've got my little ones on right there. Once it gets really dark, they come in handy. But then I have my overhead lights up here, which are like crazy bright, like daylighters. But they'll make a big difference once it starts getting dark. There's a lot of bugs. I'm pretty much just gonna keep driving until like 3 or 4 in the morning. I have to make it at least 600 miles every day right now to make it to the festival in time, so that's what's up. Yeah, it's about midnight right now, cruising along. And I just wanted to talk briefly about my favorite part of the Alaska Highway, why I love driving this so much. And the reason I love this drive so much is because it's a 2,000 mile drive, and 2,000 miles, especially through the wilderness, gives you time to just process everything you've been through in your life, everything you've learned, and it just gives you a chance to breathe and just think about what you want and figure things out. And it doesn't matter what you're going through or how good or bad things are, the drive's just awesome. I've always enjoyed it. This will actually be the 18th time I've driven this highway. It sounds insane, but that's because I've always go and then come back. But I've been down this road a couple times and it never gets old. Well, we just made it to the town of Tok. It's about 1 o'clock in the morning. I'm gonna keep on going for the border until I just can't drive anymore. 2.5, 3 hours away. There's the good old Golden Bear Motel. Place is still open. We're gonna go up here and fill up with fuel, and that's the last fuel stop until we get into Canada. Yeah, there's Fast Eddie's. I've been there forever. Fill her up. All right. Oh yeah. Oh. I think Timmy's tired. This pump has been stopped. Well, hopefully it starts. Put a card in here. Uh-oh. That pump has been stopped. Okay. Guess I can fill up the fuel here. How about that? Go back down to Shell. Right down the way, see if we can fill up over there. Oh, I'm getting tired. That's right there. Just keep on pushing. Man, it is, I don't know what time it is. It's 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm still driving. The sun's coming up slowly. And we just made it to Canada. Just crossed the borderline. About 18 miles away from here, so we're just about there. Look at that, popped off. Truck's running great. At least it made it to Canada. We're gonna go see if we can get on through the border here as I get freaking exhausted. Let's rock. Canadian Customs, 27 kilometers. All these bugs in the window. All right, we're here. Hey, morning. I've got a couple things I'm going to declare with you guys too. I've got a 12 gauge shotgun and bear spray, block of cheese, sausage, and some like a bottle of whiskey, some beers in there.
Where is the shotgun right now?
It's in the back. It's locked up.
Any other firearms with you today?
No, that's the only one.
Any firearm parts?
Nope, no, just the shotgun itself.
Okay.
So,
And
yeah.
besides the 12 gauge, any other ammunition with you today?
No, sir. No.
Pull over to the left and stall number 1,
Okay.
and then come in through those doors.
Okay. All right, here we go. All right, guys, we made it. We're through. Ugh. It's nice when everything goes smooth, like it should. Ugh. Okay. All right, baby. We're in business. We're in Canada. Officially. Pretty wild. Right now it is almost literally 5 o'clock in the morning. I'm exhausted. I woke up at 5:30 in the morning and got towed into town in Anchorage. I was with the truck all day. I left Anchorage at 6 p.m. Now it's 5 a.m. I'm tired of driving now. I'm gonna go stop up here. The good news is I drove 500 miles, so I did my 500 mile goal starting at 6 p.m. And I thought I'd only drive to like midnight or something. I just kept on going because I gotta. Anyway, I'm just gonna find a camping spot. All right, Beaver Creek Gas. This is the only place to get diesel and gas for a really long ways. So I'm gonna fill up here. Well, the pumps might be off though, we'll see. A lot of these Alaska highway roadhouses though, you can't get gas until the gas station actually opens in the morning. There's no credit card things at the pump. Let's see what the verdict is. Yep, look at that. See those old school pumps? No credit card machine. Card or ID needed, yep. Not filling up there. I guess we're gonna have to just stop here. Just stop right up here on the side of the road. This looks like a camping spot to me if I've ever seen one. Oh, man. Oh, yes. Yeah. Yeah. Looks like this camera is full. No room for footage either, so I'm gonna have to offload the chip. It's gonna feel so good to lay down. Man, I tell you what, for all the frost heaves I was hitting, it really doesn't look too bad back here. The customs guys came in, they campered. They didn't really search anything, but I had to pull the gun out for them. But like the grill right here had popped off and was on the ground. But other than that, yeah, the bear spray kind of fell down there. Coffee mug fell. Other than that, everything looks pretty good. Anyhow, I will see you guys in the morning. Good morning, everybody. 8 o'clock a.m. And I slept 3 hours. Yeah, 3 hours. But guess what? It's time to get up and start the day. Good morning, everybody. I'm awake. We got coffee. Pretty toasty in here already. It's gonna be really hot where we're going. I'm gonna try something I've never tried before. I get this 12-volt blender. I'm not sponsored by these guys at all, but I got it for like $10 off Amazon. So I'm gonna make myself a breakfast shake like I make every morning. So every morning I'll wake up, I'll make coffee, make one of these shakes. You just use almond milk because I don't like normal milk that much. And I use this stuff from Costco. It's pretty good and really tasty. It's got a bunch of protein in it. And it just makes me feel good because I don't like eating a big breakfast. Just need something in there. Yeah, that's my morning routine. Lately this summer, I have been trying to take care of my body a little bit more. I just got tired of dealing with all my back pain, all the issues from all the years. I started working out. Not really working out in a gym or anything, but just doing like sit-ups and push-ups and all that every morning and twists and whatever else. And that's helped a lot. So between like this every morning, coffee, and the workout stuff, that's been like my routine. So even though I'm in a camper now, I want to try to stick with that. Hopefully this does not spray everywhere. I'm almost scared to do this inside. Here goes nothing. All right, it's probably mixed enough. Survey says, yeah, normal morning routine. I'll be able to keep it. I don't keep spilling protein powder all over the camper. Stuff is so good. I'm actually not really sponsored by almost anyone or anything. I just like telling you guys stuff I like a lot. And I get this stuff at Costco and it's freaking delicious. It's like the best tasting shake I've ever had. Super easy to make. Anyway. Anyhow, I'm going to brush the teeth, start up the engine, and we're going for a ride. How we doing? Close. There's where we camped last night. I'm outside the gas station. I just know my truck's going to start perfectly. Watch this. Ugh. Gorgeous day. It's going to be a hot one again. All right, let's Oh yeah. Almost can't go anywhere. I just was clipping my toenails outside of the truck and had a whole family pull up to watch the channel and stuff from North Dakota and another couple from like Texas driving by. So pretty wild. I suppose we'll start by filling up with diesel. So we need some. Well, that was a solid 3.5 hours of sleep. But like I said, we get a lot of miles, and I just talked to that couple from Texas and with the family, or North Dakota or wherever it was, and apparently the road's really bad right now, so it's gonna be really slow. There's dude I'm on. All right, let's diesel it up over here. So my first gas in Canada was $10 a gallon. There's what, pretty much 3-point-something liters in a gallon, like 4 liters. So, yeah. So that was about $75 for not that much fuel. Oh boy. Let's see what kind of gas mileage we're getting. So 95 miles. I think there's 3.8 liters in a gallon. I'm almost positive. So 1 liters divided by 3.8 liters is 7.9 gallons. Nice, yeah. About 12 miles a gallon. This is the town of Beaver Creek, First town in Canada from Alaska. Sorry about this dirty windshield. Yeah, check out the road bikers biking the Alaska Highway. It's pretty rad. And another bear. These guys are everywhere. I do have bear spray in the camper, so I actually declared a gun for the first time driving into Canada. I brought my shotgun with me, my 12 gauge pump action, just for safety. Yeah, I just sleep better with a gun. But in Alaska, we use them as bear protection, obviously, when we're out in the woods. But usually, you don't have to use it. I've only had to fire off a couple warning shots my whole life, so it's not a really common issue. But I've definitely had my share of bear encounters, been charged a couple times. Was almost mauled one time. And yeah, you just have to be careful in the woods. If you're out there enough in the wilderness, it's definitely a factor. You know, we are not on top of the food chain. A lot of people carry bear spray, which I also have back there. And that works, but it's, I don't know, I just feel better with a gun. I sleep better. The old classic road construction going on. All right, we made it to Destruction Bay. Sweet, getting there. Not super far from Whitehorse, another couple 100 miles or so. Usually I don't stop here because the fuel is usually cheaper at Haines Junction, which is like another 60 miles down the road, so we're gonna keep on mobbing. This is gorgeous. We're passing Cloyne Lake out here in the left, just south of Destruction Bay. Pretty cool mountains and stuff around here too. But it's kind of a cool part of the drive out here. Is massive old glacial lake. Super blue water out there. All right, let's go top this thing off. Get some fuel. Wonder what the diesel is here. I bet it's cheaper than it was the other place. All right, we've got a car wash here in Haines Junction I didn't know about. It's kind of hidden behind the hotel, so spray these bugs off. Check out the bug action up here. These guys are not looking too good. It's a good reason to have a bug screen though when you're driving this highway. Otherwise, all these guys go inside your radiator and literally clog it up. Let's see, rinse. I don't know how long this is gonna last, but here we go. Back in our way. Haines Junction. Quite possibly the second worst car wash I've ever used in my life, but guess what? It's still a car wash and it's still got some bugs off. The reason I did that is so you guys can see again. I don't really care if the car gets dirty in this drive. This is gonna get dirty again, but yeah, now you guys can actually see out the windshield and see what the crap's going on. All right, so we're going right. This is the Alaska Highway, and we're heading towards Whitehorse, which is about 3 hours away. Shout out to the old Express in the corner. I guess there was a girl in there that watches the channel. Didn't catch her name, but that was pretty cool just seeing people that watch it. And when I was at the car wash back there, one of the teenagers there doing construction recognized the truck, and I was talking to him for a little bit. So it's crazy, man. Small world out there. Haines Junction is kind of like the biggest town until you, like, pretty much in between like Palmer and Whitehorse. It's kind of like the biggest thing. So keep on going this way. We're gonna make our turn towards Whitehorse in a minute. I try not to drink these things too much, but you know what? When you're driving out literally thousands of miles, sometimes you need a little something. So that's what we're doing today. It feels so crazy to be leaving the house, to be not home, to not be going back for a long time. It just feels weird. I'm pretty broke, and I actually wanted to stay in Alaska when I finished the house so I could just finally go do stuff I've been wanting to do the last year and a half of my life that I haven't been able to do because I've been building the whole time. But at the same time, like I was saying before, pretty much mid-August to end of September, there's a lot of stuff going on in the lower 48 that's pretty fun that I want to do. So it's kind of the time to go. I don't think I'm going to regret anything, so we're on our way. Well, I was filming that sign back there. We might have a little issue. Made it a little ways before something went wrong, but my rear differential is leaking out of the speed sensor right there. You can see that. So it's a little bit weird. It's not super hot to the touch right now, but it's definitely not cold. Pretty hot. But I think when I get to Whitehorse, I'm gonna go by the Ford dealership and see if I can get a new VSS sensor. Maybe remove that, put the new one back in, and maybe that'll seal it up proper. I don't know why it's forcing differential fluid up and out. It's kind of weird. This is their rear end I just had replaced, so it's got all new gears, new pinion shaft in there, new spider gear, new sensors, new pigtails. So what's up? Luckily, Whitehorse is only about 30 miles away right now, so we're getting pretty close. So we'll roll up into town. I think I'll be able to get there before everything closes. What time is it? Yeah, maybe not. It's almost 5. Hopefully we make it. We're in the town of Whitehorse, and I'm going down to the Ford dealership, and I'm gonna go get a new VSS, a speed sensor for the rear diff, because the seal is definitely blowing. I can see that. Luckily, it's a pretty easy fix. I've done it before, so hopefully that will solve the problem. There's probably just too much diff oil put in there, gear oil, and it just created too much pressure and blew the seal out. That's my guess. So anyway, I'm gonna check the oil, make sure it's the correct level, change that out, and then we're gonna be on our way. But I do not want to continue past this town without getting this part, because there's nothing past this. We're gonna be way out in the wilderness, so I need to fix this like right now. Let's go find that Ford dealership here.
Onto Wheeler Street.
It's funny coming into Whitehorse. This is like the biggest city from basically in between Anchorage and Prince George. Can't believe how lucky we are too. We just happened to get into Whitehorse right before the Ford dealership closes. Like it closes in 15 minutes here. Super lucky. Here we are. Let's go see if they got the part. Hope they do.
Your destination is on the right.
All right. Whew, let's go get that part and some gear lube. Yep, exactly. It's like top of the rear diff. Like a little pigtail going down into it. Didn't help. Maybe a speed sensor might be called too. That's wild, guys. That's crazy, man. Just got super lucky. One of the employees in there in the back, one of the mechanics, recognized the truck and told him what I was looking for. And he overheard what I was looking for at the counter, and he had the exact sensor I was looking for. He just had it in his glove box. He had an extra one from an axle swap he did. So I'm going to clean this puppy up, and that seal is probably what failed right there. So we're going to replace this, get the correct amount in there, and back on the road here. Oh yeah, it's looking out more.
From the road.
Oh yeah, man. Yeah, passing, trying to get south of you.
It is so cool to see this in real life.
Yep. Okay, this is Andrew, guys. Just gave me the part over here. Might as well. You're in there now. Yeah. Yeah, you had those sitting in your glove box or something?
Yeah, my toolbox.
Nice. There you go. Cool. That's why you always carry sensors in these things. That's the exact reason.
All right.
Anyway, yeah, I appreciate it, man. Cleaned up. So it seats well. Man, I got lucky. They're closing mic right now. Extension. Right on.
Yeah, my name is Ihor, man. I'm from Ukraine.
Oh, Ukraine?
Yeah, I'm all day look you all.
Oh, nice, dude. Yeah.
On your video.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. I look you on car and go to road. I look your car.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Have what?
Oh no, it's just easy sensor. It's nothing crazy, you know. Easy breakdown this time.
Yeah. And go to Arctic Oceans.
Oh yeah.
Expeditions.
Oh, you're driving up there?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
You okay? Maybe need help.
Oh no, should be good. Should just take a few minutes. Nothing too crazy. It's easy fix this time. Appreciate it. Though. Are you going south tonight, or where are you going?
Oh, I'm living here since.
Oh, you live Whitehorse?
Yeah.
Alright. There's the pigtail. There's our sensor. Looks the same, I believe. Yep. Okay. Yep. Excellent. Make sure it's nice and tight. Okay. All right, you guys can see we're back in business to get the new one in there. So let's get out from under the truck and give her a test.
And huge shout out to Andrew for a little filler tube he gave me in the center. It's pretty cool, dude. I guess I'll just throw this in the old kit just in case. Not bad. It's like maybe a 10-minute swap out. Very ideal. We'll give her a little spin and hopefully it works. What's up? Well, now Ford's closed, so hopefully this used sensor works. Andrew's got me. Watch this. Gauges aren't freaking out. No sensor codes. That's a good sign. Maybe the cruise control even worked this time. We'll see. Anyway, we're all fixed up. That's the beauty about having old trucks. If you do break down, you can probably fix it yourself. Or there's a chance at least. So hopefully that's the last one for a while. Anyway, we're gonna get some fuel and get out of here. Okay, here we go. Moment of truth. Let's see what happens here. Well, it's moving. Good sign. Speedometer's registering. That's a good sign. That means the sensor's good. Sweet.
For 1.5 kilometers.
And a huge shout out to Andrew over here at Whitehorse Ford. Really appreciate it, dude. Maybe you'll see this video. If you're ever up in Alaska, hit at me, dude. Whitehorse has been fun, but we're outie. It is a little after 7 o'clock. We're gonna have to drive to probably 3 or 4 in the morning again to get where we need to go. So here we go. Haven't freaking had McDonald's and I can't even tell you how many years, but I just don't even care right now. We're gonna go. Probably gonna stop in a little bit and double check that speed sensor in the rear, make sure it's not pouring diff fluid. I hope it's not. But right now it seems to be running good, and yeah, we'll see. Absolutely massive lake right here. I don't know what that is. It's sketchy, there's no guardrail. It's a beast, almost looks like a mini ocean or something. So I just pulled over off the side of the road. Just want to check this to make sure it looks good. Make sure we're not leaking. Yeah, awesome. Looks good. It's just old oil stuff. Feels good to be back on the road again. tell we're getting into some kind of fire. There's starting to be a lot of haze and smoke. You just really smell it. Watson Lake, I don't think it's too much further. And like I was saying before, my favorite part about the Alaska Highway is it just gives you time to think. There's not many drives in the world you can do that are 2,000 miles long and go through very few cities where you're just out in the wilderness the whole time. And not that many people either. Anyway, I'm just kind of thinking as I'm driving along here, and I was thinking why I'm doing this. Like why we're out here, why we're going right now. And I'm just thinking about all my friends that have passed away, and there's a lot of them, unfortunately, really good ones. Some like some of the best friends I ever had. And it just makes you realize that you could be gone any second. Time is not guaranteed, you know, and you have to make the most of it and live like there's no tomorrow, because there might not be, you know. And that's why I'm out here right now. That is why I'm doing this. I'm trying to live as much in the now as I can, because this is all we truly have.